Last year Ryan came in and introduced himself, and Ryan actually does a blogging for Ryan's Life Riding, which has been very successful, and he promotes himself on social media, and he decided that he wanted to do a bit of racing, so he came in and said, is there any way you can sort of help us and support us? And we considered it for a fleeting second and said, yeah, I think we can help you with a few bits and pieces, right? And you go and do what you've got to do. And he posted some posts on social media, and the next thing is we've got 400 people arriving from Ryan's Life Riding, so it was a really nice experience for us to get to know Ryan. Unfortunately, as you can see, he's had a recent accident, so he's out of action now until August time. And the other thing that I'll say about Ryan is he's a full-time RAF squaddie. He's based in Anglesey. So thank you very much, Brad, and the other guys. Got the names, haven't you? Lodge. Thank God. Thanks very much, guys. So as part of Ryan's aspiration to do motorcycle racing, he's supported by the RAF, and he's a very nice young man, so it's a pleasure to have you as well. Okay? Hey. So, similar question that we asked probably. What inspired you to get involved with motorcycle racing, sir?
Very similar to Brad, so I don't know how old I was. I must have been about maybe 5-6 years old, and I was coming out of primary school and jumping on the back of my dad's motorbike and getting a lift over my pack lunch box in my hand. And it was literally just a case of, I saw my dad riding bikes and I was like, you know what, I want to try that myself. So one Christmas I put the question to my dad and I was like, right, can I have a motorbike for Christmas? And for ages my mum was just totally against it. She was like, no, that's not a chance. And I kept asking it, and eventually she kind of gave in, and we went, actually funny enough, to the old J&S in Northwich. And I got my first little 110cc dirt bike, and from there it just sort of took off really, like started riding dirt tracks and just getting used to riding a bike. It's very similar to just riding a push bike, although you've got an engine and you've got to lean a bit and stuff, and it's just, from there it just progressed on. So I got a little bit too big for that bike, so I ended up selling it. And then I got to the age then where I was old enough to ride on the road, so got a little 50cc moped, started riding that. And then as soon as I turned 17 I got a 125. And that's when I started my YouTube channel, and it was literally, it was a case of I was watching other YouTubers riding about with these cameras on their helmets, and I thought, I'll try that, I'll give it a go. Went out, recorded a video, came back, hated it, so deleted it, went out, did another, and finally set on this first video, posted it, and honestly it got about 15 views, and I was like off my head in my room going, who are these other filthy people, because I was one of them. And from there, honestly, just like it progressed gradually. Got to like 100 subscribers, then I got to 500 subscribers, and it was at the point where it got to 1,000. I then I joined the RAF then, so I was on training, and weirdly enough, one of my videos that I posted just before I joined up went like ridiculously viral and got. I think it's on close to 4 million hits now. And it was that video that then sort of made my channel, and it progressed and progressed to the point where I am probably about a year ago, and I thought, you know what, I want to try and get into track riding. So I was searching on the web, found this immaculate CBR 600RR. It's a 2003, but it was like sort of track complete. So I bought that. Which again was against my mum's will, and she wasn't happy. However, I went against it. Got riding track, and it was honestly from the off, like we got to Cadwell, and the times straight away on the first day, like I'd never ridden a 600cc, I'd never ridden on track, and I was like within the race times that I'd be racing in club level. So that was alright. So from there, then we went to Anglesey. Exactly the same situation again. First time at Anglesey. Now, even though I'm based just up the road at RF Valley, like it was new to me. I didn't really know the track, so got on the track, set the times, and I was like, flipping heck. And then I went back to Anglesey to try and progress on my time. So rather than going to another place again, I went back to Anglesey, and it was a 2-day weekend that we did. And I was in the top sort of 10. Top 5, top 10 times of club racing, and I thought, right, I've got to get it done now. Now, I'm quite lucky that through my YouTube as well, I'm on a good level with Farrell. So Farrell got in touch, and they're like, look, we've got this date. Obviously, you know, Farrell and Metzeler are sort of together. So Metzeler had a day with a rider who runs his own sort of track tuition, and all I had to do was just go and make a video about the day, and it was all free, paid for, and I was like, I can't turn that down. So I was at Silverstone, went there, obviously again, first time, and by the end of the day, I was overtaking people who I'd be racing with. There was actually a few lads there who were racing, who were just testing sort of thing, and I just made the decision then, so obviously went ahead. Popped in here, got all that came in for was a back protector and a chest protector, and I walked out with 3 pairs of boots, 3 pairs of gloves, and pretty much like a good deal. So yeah,
it's been good.
Yeah.
Alright, good. Alright, so listen, man, thanks for coming. I know you're in a bit of a bad way, and you know, if anybody's got a few quid that can help Ryan out, he needs a new bike. He's written his bike off, and he's looking forward to going forward. And if we post this on our YouTube we're live on Facebook. If anybody's got any money for Ryan, give us a knock. Okay? Alright, Ryan's going to send a few photos. I think he's got a great talent for the future. I thought he's just had a bit of misfortune, like we all have. So, cheers, Ryan.
Yeah, always, thank you.
Very good.